welcome back to my channel. My name is April of April Newly Me, a housewife in California if you're new, but if you're one of my YouTube subbies, hey YouTube bestie. So y'all saw the title. Before we jump into the meat and potatoes of what I want to talk about, I do want to let you guys know I have a whole playlist entitled Black Unity where you can see videos just like this. If you like this content, it'll be in the description box below. Also, I want to apologize for not bringing you a Black Unity video, I think since November. December was kind of cray-cray. January I was recovering from December, and February is my birthday month, so I had to turn up real quick. I apologize for that, but I'm going to try to get you guys at least one Black Unity video a month. That is the promise I'm making to y'all and to myself, so we're going to get that going. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. So before anything, I just want to say this video is not, I don't have the intention of bashing people, people that get plastic surgery, people that have plastic surgery. That's not my intention. My intention is to shed light on things within our community that I think affect us. And body image over the last few years is something that I think has hit the Black community, especially the women, really hard, and I wanted to dive into it. I'm not trying to shade anyone except for the Kardashians, because I don't like them. I'm not a liar. I don't fake the funk. I don't like none of them heifers, from their ass mama to the youngest one. Putting that out there. This is something that I feel like if you grew up, within the last couple of years, whether you want to admit it or not, this is something that has affected you. Body image is very big. Off rip, we already know that Black young girls are sexualized more than any other nationality or ethnicity, sorry. They're over-sexualized. Imagery, music, it's all in their face way too young, in my personal opinion. So I feel like this subject matter does not get talked about enough, and I'm just here to have a dialogue with y'all in the comments and hear your thoughts about it. I'm gonna give you my personal opinions. What I'm saying is not the gospel. I'm not speaking for anyone else but my daggone self. Just want to say that. I would have to say, when I was growing up, I want to say junior high going into high school, I feel like the Black community for the most part was ignored when it came to beauty standards. Not all Black women or people of color are more on the thick, curvy side, but as a standard, we tend to be a little bit more curvier than the most. And when I was growing up, when I was a preteen and teen, that wasn't it. The standard was, itty bitty waist and like obnoxiously large boobs. Like, who am I thinking of? Pamela Anderson, people like that. Not saying anything mean about her, but I don't think, she got her boobs with the intention of them looking natural. That's what it was about. Little itty bitty waist, big boobs, kind of like Playboy, perfect example. The last couple of years, I think it has shifted, and in the beginning, it was cool because people started to recognize and highlight and glorify a thicker, curvier, more healthier, and when I say healthy, I just mean a little bit more, body image for women. And of course, that threw us in the mix along with other women of color because we fit that category. That was kind of our norm. Not saying all of us, but that was pretty much the norm. And I would say over the past, 10 years, it's just went downhill, in my personal opinion. The things that in the beginning, when I said that everybody liked these really super skinny, type of women, our curves were something to be ashamed of. They were made fun of. We were all fat. Off rip. All of us were fat. If you have booty, hips, and thighs, you was fat. You can sit up here and say that that's what it wasn't. That's what it was. We was all fat, sis. Then, like I said, we started to, feel good about ourselves because we were the standard, a little healthier, a little thicker. Then, we're going to call them the Kardashians came to the picnic. I don't know who invited them. Yes, I do. Men came to the picnic, and these heifers just set up shop. And in my opinion, them and a couple of other people kind of distorted what the standard of beauty was. things that in the beginning that we were made fun of and we were called fat for, hip, thighs, and booty, they got plastic surgery and exaggerated it. And that's now the standard. Now everyone, I feel like all these, it girls and Instagram girls, which used to be back in the day video girls, but now they're called Instagram girls, and the Instagram models, all of them, and you can say I'm wrong, but I'm not. They all look like they have went to the same doctor and ordered the exact same body. From the neck down, all of them look the same, just in different shades. Not hating. Go get your money. If that's what's making your coin, go make your coin. I'm not knocking it. Do what you have to do. That's your body. You do what you want with it. I'm just speaking the rules, and from the neck down, they all kind of look alike. Feel how you want to feel about it. It's the truth. They all freaking look alike. Right now, I guess his butt and hips is just super exaggerated to where it doesn't look natural. Maybe that's the look they're going for, but I feel like now that's the standard. If you don't have the super huge butt and the hips that don't match your legs, you're not it. You're not looking good. You're not, what they want. That's the standard now. And that's what our children see. And that's what you don't get. And I'm talking about little boys and little girls, because I feel like if you have grown up in this era, that's what you deem as beautiful. And that's not realistic, because they don't naturally look like that. Now, I'm all for, surgery for health reasons. And hell, if you want to make yourself feel better, I've gotten, gastric bypass surgery. It's not the same as plastic surgery, but I feel like it's arguably under the same umbrella. So I'm not going to knock anyone for getting plastic surgery. What I will say is, if I had a son and he's old enough to see these images, he's going to think in his head, a beautiful woman is supposed to look like that. If I had a daughter and she's seeing this, whether or not you're sitting them in front of the TV and they're watching music videos, they see it. You can't get away from it. If you're watching TV, if you're on the internet at all, okay, they see these images, whether you want to admit it or not. And if I had a little girl, I feel like she would think that's the standard, and it's not realistic, because these people don't naturally look like that. They're getting surgery and they really look like cartoon characters. I can't think of the name of the cartoon I saw. I think it's something possible. That's what they look like. Okay, legs be this big, booty be this big, hips might be this big if they went to a good surgeon. Normally they like this. It looks weird, in my personal opinion. I'm sorry, not sorry. It looks weird. And I feel like now when people come out with natural bodies, whether or not you like them personality wise or not, but people like, I can't never pronounce her name, Rakuchi. I don't know her name. I'm not trying to be mean. I really don't know her name. It's hard to pronounce. But anyway, she has a very natural body. You got Big Sean's girlfriend. Can't remember her name. She has a natural body. You have Meg, who has a natural body. And the amount of hate they get for saying they too skinny, they ain't thick enough, she ain't got no booty. The amount of freaking hate they get for being themselves, rocking their natural body and being happy with their natural body. Like that young girl, I have to look up her name. Her name is Chloe Bailey. I had to hop off real quick and go into T Shane room to figure out her name. But y'all, they dogged this little girl out so bad for literally doing the exact same thing as these little girls, with the build bodies do. But she did it with her natural body, and all of a sudden she's, this, that, and the third. She came out and saying that she didn't have a great body image. Surprise, surprise. She didn't have a great body image, and she embraces her curves. She embraces her cellulite. She embraces her stretch marks, which I thought was so brave of her to come out. And she didn't have to. I don't think you should have to explain yourself to any daggone body, my personal opinion. But she came out and said that, and I found that to be so refreshing and so brave, because I see these artists, whether they be, they just want to be Insta famous. I don't even like calling them artists, because that's not artistry. But these little Insta famous girls and these young girls that are rappers or want to be rappers, or these young girls that want to be singers, and they just get all of this botched surgery. Unless that's the look you going for, you want everybody to know that ain't real. They just get these surgeries, and it's like nobody is happy with the skin that they're in. Now, I'm not trying to be preachy, I promise you, because I was not always happy in the skin that I was in. It took a long time and a lot of self-love to come to the point where you can't tell me nothing about me because I know I'm cute. You can't knock me. You can try. I'll be amused by it, but you can't. But I just feel it saddens me that most, in my opinion, most young people think in order for them to be beautiful, they have to go see a plastic surgeon. That's very sad. Now, I have family members and friends alike who have had enhancements done for whatever. That's your personal business. I'm not knocking that. What I am saying is, if you need that in order to feel good about yourself, that should kind of be a red flag. If that makes sense. Just like how people say when you lose weight, it's not going to work unless you want to do it for yourself. That's what I'm talking about. If you feel like you have to get boobs and booty to be a singer, rapper, stripper, whatever it is that you want to be, that's the issue. If your self-worth is based on what you're going to get at the doctor's office, that's the problem. Okay? And to not know in the back of your mind that this is not something achievable without a plastic surgeon is the issue. And I think a lot of people think that. And I also think on the other flip on the coin, a lot of young people feel like they have to get this surgery, or without this surgery, they're not going to be deemed beautiful. That's the problem I see. And I think it hits our community more so than any other because for the most part, 90% of the females that are, on these high platforms all have plastic surgery. And it's not the plastic surgery where it's like, is it? Might be. I don't think she did. I think she worked out. No, it's all very noticeable that it ain't real. When you grow up seeing these images and that's the standard, that's what's deemed as pretty, that's what's deemed as beautiful, you're not going to get a boyfriend or a husband unless you that's a whole nother story, child, because they be wanting you to be up here and they like. But anyway, that's the standard. I just feel like it can and does mess with your self-worth and body image. I feel like nowadays it's very distorted. And again, love yourself. If you have enhancements, love yourself. But if you don't love yourself unless you have those enhancements, that's an issue. I also feel a lot of people, not even just the young, because I had this conversation with someone and they are older than me and they didn't know any of this, which was kind of scary. Plastic surgery is not a one-hitter quitter. I can't go in and get me a booty, silicone or saline booty implants and then be done with it. You can't do that with your boobs or your booty, sweetie. When you go in to get these enhancements, those implants only last 7 to 10 years if you take care of them. Trust me when I tell you. If you don't believe me, Google it, do your research. I worked for a plastic surgeon for 4 years. Every 7 to 10 years, you need to go get it redone. You need to get them bad boys restuffed. So not only is it 7 to 10 years is a long time, unless you know you got that coin in the bank or you married to like a basketball player, football player, I would highly suggest you chill and do a lot of research and make sure that's something that you can afford. 7 to 10 years is a long time. Anything can happen. You can lose your job. God forbid. I don't wish that on anyone, but I'm just being realistic. It's a long time frame. People think they can go in there and get, these enhancements and be done with it. That ain't how it works. You got to go back. And a lot of the times, if you choose to take them out, like you no longer want the implants, the scarring is worse from that surgery than the actual surgery to get you implanted. Ain't that about something? But it's the truth. So I just feel like before you make that leap, not knocking you if you do, really think about it and think about why you're getting it. Are you getting it because I just lost a gang of weight? Or maybe I just had a baby and now the twins is, I understand that. You want to I get it. Are you doing it because you have got gastric bypass surgery and you have loose skin and now you want to get everything sucked up? I understand that. But are you getting it because you want guys to notice you? Are you getting it because you think that's going to get you a husband? Are you getting it because you don't think you're pretty as is? That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad about their decisions that they do with their body. I'm just asking you to take a step back and really think about it. Really think about all of the things that we see on Instagram and Twitter and what's the other one? Snapchat, you know, on TV. Do these things mess with our self-image and how we view ourselves and how we view our self-worth? Really think about that before you take this big life-changing, and it is life-changing decision. Every surgery has the potential to have complications. These are foreign objects that you're putting in your body. This is not, again, it's not just a one surgery. You're going to have to keep getting this done every 7 to 10 years. That's a lot of wear and tear on your body as is. Just saying. That's what I wanted to talk about. Again, wasn't trying to offend anyone. If you got offended, I apologize. That wasn't my intent. My intent with these videos are to make us all think about things that affect our communities and try to better them. That's all I'm trying to do. But again, if you like videos like this, check the description box and there is a whole playlist of these type of videos. Let's have a discussion, a respectful discussion. I don't want to cuss nobody out. Don't get out of pocket with me or anyone else in the comments. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Just keep it cute. We can agree to disagree. Just keep it cute. I cuss back. But anyway, until next time, guys. Bye.